What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tay here and I'm back with another video, and today we are here with the best pitching and hitting settings to help you get better at MLB The Show 22. Before we get started, if you're new, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna have a ton of tricks, gameplays and all coming. Alright, so we're gonna go started from the batting perspective. So hitting difficulty doesn't matter. Obviously I like to practice on Hall of Fame because that's usually where you're going to get up to, Hall of Fame, Legend difficulty, if you want to get better. This is the big thing, and this is the hitting view. If you really want to get good at MLB The Show 22, I will prefer you to go in hitting and strike zone. I will prefer you to use strike zone. There's some other ones you can use, so I'm going to show you what strike zone looks like right now. This is how close you are. You can be able to see the baseball pretty well out the pitcher's hand, and that's where all the top players are going to be using. I just think it's a advantage that you can see like the pitches up close. Some ones that I use that I think are fine. I use Strike Zone 2. Strike Zone 2 is a little farther back, but I think it's fine. I like it sometimes. Sometimes I want to get a little closer. And also I used to go to, let's see, where is that? Not offset zoom. I'm gonna show you offset zoom. Some people like offset zoom too. This is like real far back. I can never really see the ball when I go this far back. That's why I don't try to use it. And I'm gonna find the other one that I use. I use Strike Zone High. Strike Zone High was another one I like to use. It looks like Strike Zone 2 a little bit, but I don't know, this is just a different feel. But that's the type of cameras I use. Again, if you want to win a lot of games, Strike Zone is going to be the view for you. Go back to Strike Zone so I won't mess up my settings. Strike Zone is definitely going to be the hitting view you want to use to get better at MLB The Show 22. I'm letting you guys know that right now. The in-play view offense, that really doesn't matter. Just basically if you hit the ball, it's going to just show you. Some people use it dynamic. I like it on high. And the reason I like it on high is because you can kind of judge in the air if it's going to get over the outfielder's head. So it's giving me a little advantage to get my runner. Sometimes you put them on dynamic, you give it like you really can't see as well. On high, you can really tell if a ball's going to go over his head. So I feel like that's giving me a little advantage. Another important thing, the two most important things were the hitting view and the hitting interface. If you want to be good, if this is your first time playing MLB The Show or anything, if you want to be even compete against anybody, you have to be using zone hitting. And zone hitting is basically this little thing I'm using to track the ball that's on my screen right here. This is going to be the zone interface. You have to be using zone hitting. The timing one doesn't work. Directional, you got to use zone hitting. Zone hitting is definitely the way to for you. Input type, analog is kind of weird. I mean, some people do it, but I just use the buttons. The buttons are fine for me. Analog type, I don't really care about this, so I just leave it where it was. I just leave it on flick. And this is honestly the plate coverage indicator. I will keep that on unless you get really good at hitting. You can take it off. And this part right here really is a personal preference. This is basically their PCI. So I have the wedge part and I also have the circle part in the middle. I don't really like the outer. It really doesn't help me. So this is his perfect preference, so just pick whatever one you like. I usually go, sometimes I take the center off and just go with the wedge, just so I can see the baseball a little bit better. I think the spot by Kngtae there. So, but sometimes I keep the little circle on just so I can get the perfects. But this, again, this is personal preference. And I picked the fader out, but I don't have anything outer. So let's go to pitching. Again, the pitching interface. You want to use pinpoint. Just try to get good at pinpoint. I'm going to just show you how this pinpoint is. So let's say I'm going for a fastball. You want to put it to the spot you want it. And basically it kind of just shows you what you need to do on the screen. It tells you to go up, down, and up. And then go down again. So you go down, up. That was just absolutely terrible by me. And boom. Obviously it's going to take a lot of practice. The game just came out too. So everybody's going to be a little rusty. So you're going to be fine. Do a slider here. Like I am so rusty at this. But that's what you really want to do for pinpoint. So that's what you want. Difficulty, again, I do Hall of Fame. This is to get practice in. Pitch feedback on. I don't really care. Pitching view, this is not that important. It's just your preference. I like sometimes I go from strike zone just to see what my opponent is seeing. And also I sometimes switch it up to pitcher center or pitcher zoom. These ones I like to switch it up. Again, this is not like hitting when you absolutely need it. It's just a personal preference, which one you like more. I don't know. I like strike zone. I just like to see what I want to see exactly what my opponent sees so I can mix it up. So again, I like to go strike zone, but it entirely depends up to what you like. Pitch trail, keep this on. Do not put it on fade. You won't see where your pitch is going. You will get sent to the moon. Classic on. I used to play with that back in the day, so I wouldn't mind it. But I use pitch trail on. Pitcher confidence, I keep it on. All this other stuff I keep the same. Fielding. You want to put button accuracy on. So let's see if I can put us in an example where we will have to field here. There we go. So it gets a hit right here, and you hit. See how that little meter came up? That's going to be your fielding opportunity right there. That's going to be button accuracy. You want to keep this on. Cause you just get better throws. There's no random stuff. If you go to, what's the other one? Pure analog or buttons. There's a lot of randomness. Button accuracy is no randomness. It's all your input. If you mess up, when you throw the ball, it's gonna mess up. So this is why I keep button accuracy on. Throwing meter, obviously you want to keep that on. Fielding decisions, I keep that on. Assist, throwing decisions, I keep that off. In play view. This doesn't matter. I actually want to go back and put this on high as well, just so I can see if the ball's gonna go over my head too. Throw cancellation. You want to put that on. One button diver jump off, and it's other stuff you can keep the same. Actually, I'm gonna take defensive shift. I want to put that on manual. This is personal preference, but every time I like to put on manual because you'll play a person with Gallo or something. And for some reason, the shift, they always hit it past the shift regardless. So I don't really want to shift at all. So most people won't have it on auto. I have it on manual. If I need to make a decision to put a shift on someone, I'll just do it. And I think that is all. The general, keep the strike zone on. The hot zones, you can put that on, honestly. I really don't like it, put it on, but I'm going to just put it on for today. But yeah, that's going to be all the settings for MLB The Show 22 and to win more games. If you have any questions, make sure to comment. I'll definitely try to reach out to all you guys. Also, if you're new, hit that like and subscribe button. This video helped you. But it's your boy Tay, and I'm out. Peace.